This is Lee with 82 Gammon 12, and yeah, I'm finally back with another video over Austerlitz 1805 Rising Eagles by Hexasim. Came out in 2016. Designer is Vejdovsky. And I've been out of the vicinity, visiting my grandkids and girlfriend and a lot of other things. So I wasn't at home to create any more videos over this simulation that we're doing here. So I finally found some time to continue. So that's what we're going to do here. And we still have the same two sponsors. We've got Dr. Pepper, established in 1885, authentic blend of 23 flavors. And you can find out more information about Dr. Pepper at drpepper.com. I'll have a link in the information below the video that you can click on, and it's a direct link. So that's there. Okay, the other sponsor is Tester's Craft. It's part of the modeling branch of this drill blank here. Rust-Oleum. What happened here? The Rust-Oleum Corporation. Okay. And you can find out more information at rustoleum.com/testers. But you can also just click on the link Testers Corp there under the video and the information. And this here is just it's a clear adhesive that is extreme danger. It's not only flammable, it's poisonous, and it's under a lot of pressure. So it's an irritant. So you don't want to be messing with this around kids or anything. And you want to wear gloves and also some eye protection. And you want to also be in a well-ventilated area as well when using this stuff. But I use it on print and play games. We've also got example here of their paints, the modeling paints. Okay, a lot of the same warnings for their modeling paints. You can get this at Michael's and even like Walmart and other places that have models. Oops. So, yeah, those are going to be our two sponsors throughout the length of this simulation, however many videos it takes. I know we're on turn 11 a.m. and we haven't had, we've got to roll higher than a 10 to get the first end of turn recognition. And then the next one is a 9. So, and if we take a look at the map here, I think the last video I kind of went over what was going on, so I won't spend a lot of time doing that in this video. But we've got a lot of intense fighting going on. We've had let's see, several activations already in this turn. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Looks like 12 activations so far. And looks like no one's been activated more than just once. So, and of course we have several that have not activated at all. So the last activation took place over here around Sokolnitz, and that had to do with let's move on over here just a little bit. Let's close up here. That was right over here. I think this is going to be, yeah. Well, no. Let's see. Yeah. Doktorov. Okay, yeah. Doktorov, the first column of the left wing. That was the last activation. So he can't activate until someone else has activated on the coalition side or a pass occurs. So, and they've got, let's see, Langeron, we've got Kenmeyer. Let's see here. Presbysaw hasn't activated over there. We've got Liechtenstein hasn't activated here. And we've got also the Bessiers back there with the guard hasn't activated. But I think pretty much everybody else has. Oh no. Marat right here is who was wounded, possibly killed. So whoever took over for him, that one hasn't activated. So that's what we're looking at. So it's going to be the French activation. And I've got to decide here who's going to activate. Oops. Well, let's see. Constantine hasn't activated, but Kutuzov did. So that's off the map there, right over here. So, but it's going to be. Let's see. It's the. It's going to be. Tell you what, I'm going to activate Napoleon again and try to rally those guys that are on the run. Okay, Napoleon's here in the center, and there's these units here and there that we want to try to rally, and they are within 6. They're within his command range, and he's got an 11, so shoot. What to do with my dice? I dropped. Here he is. Okay, so let's roll. I rolled an 11. Barely. I would have rolled a 12. He wouldn't activate it. It would have been had to activate someone else. Okay, so he activates. Let's flip his thing over. Okay, and then what we have to do is got to roll for these guys. The top guy is already, he's not routed. Okay, he's got a 6. So we're going to roll 6 or less. And I rolled an 8, so he doesn't. That one doesn't change. And then this other guy up here, he's a 7. And I rolled an 11, so he doesn't change. So, oops, shoot. Shoot. I guess I moved the map. There. Okay. I wish I've actually got a larger plexiglass, but I didn't. It's in a large picture frame, and I didn't take it out. I should have used it. Then I possibly could have kind of braced this to the table so it wouldn't move. And that's what I run into. All right, so that was really a wasted activation. But I don't think I'm going to move Napoleon. I'm going to leave him right there. Okay, so end of turn roll. I rolled a 3, so no end of turn. Okay, so now it goes back to let's see here. Man, they've been broken. They've been broken here in the center. Oh man, I don't know. Let's see here. What do we got? I can't go back to Doctoroff. I've got to do someone else here. I've got Liechtenstein. Okay, I'll try Liechtenstein down here, or Liechtenstein. Langren hadn't activated yet, so let's go down here to Langren. Langeron. Okay, there he is right here. He's got an 8, so I rolled a 6. Okay, so he's going to activate. So let's swing around here so we can get a better view of what's happening here, and we'll pull back just a little bit here. Get over the top. Okay. So he is the second column, and he's actually got he's headed to the crossroads. Okay. What's the crossroads? Is right here. Here's the crossroads. That's his destination, his objective. Okay. So what is that? guess it's, see what that terrain is. It's orchard, vineyard. Okay, so artillery can go in this. Cost 3 for artillery to get into there. Vineyard or orchard. Blocks line of fire. So he's not. Okay, so he can go 1, 2, 3. He can go right there. Because we don't have any fire with these guys, we can't do any firing, so that's what we got there. Okay, and then we've got 1, 2. Let's see, is that a, nope, it's not. There's not a solid line there. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Three, and then our cavalry unit's going to go right there with them. So these guys are going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I go to there. This guy's going to move up to there. Okay. Where's an activation marker? Excuse me. All right, so what we got here? Okay, we're going to attack there. These guys are going to attack there. But that's basically all I'm doing is drawing the fire. I just want to draw their fire. So we've got no opportunity to fire. So the only thing we have is we're going to have fire here and here. So we'll go with this one first, down here. And that's light. Okay. So terrain wise, there's not any terrain benefit there. Well, he is in kind of a, what is that? Let's see, he's in village. So that's a +1. How many SIPs? Light infantry is the lead unit firing, so that's -1. So we're just at 0. And I rolled a 10. There's going to be no effect there. And I guess I could help by putting the... So what that was here, firing here. So now we go here, firing here. These guys are in open. That guy's light. But he's got less than 4 strength points. So +1. -1 for light infantry is the lead unit firing. So it's just straight up. And I rolled a 4. It's a step loss and a quality check. So lead unit takes a step loss. So of course we want to change, but I've still got to roll with that 7. On the quality check. So quality check 7. I rolled an 8, so they've got to back up somewhere. All of them. So here to there is where they go. Of course, this guy's calling off his attack. So that took care of that. All right. So now we go to the next activation. So I could do Devu, or I could do Salt. Or Marah, he hasn't activated. I got lawns, I got Well, let's see here. Uh, trying to think here. Well, I'm just sitting here looking over the map. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Let's go to the top up here. Let's go up to, go back a little bit here. This here is just counters. There's no units here. These are just a counter collection. Let's go up here to the top here. To the north, I guess that's the northwest part. North, maybe the northeast. We've got the Grenadiers have an objective to the Goldbach Heights. They could swing around here and take care of the right flank of the right wing. That would definitely add some support to those units. Okay, so that's going to be the rock right there. Okay, so we're going to try to activate him. He's a 9. I rolled a 5. All right, so he becomes activated. Let's flip his marker. Activation 2. Okay. And let's see here. I think we're not going to start firing with anybody. We're actually, what do we got here? These are just infantry guys. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. And we're going to go ahead and put a, because we know we're going to melee. We're going to put a melee right there. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay. All right, so the combat we have is going to be this against this unit here, which can't retreat. And what we have is we've got, we've got a horse artillery unit and 2 infantry units. Both are 9s. So I don't think they don't qualify for the, what is it, the exhausted cavalry fatigue. Okay, when a lead cavalry unit is attacked by an enemy cavalry lead unit in melee, -2 die roll modifier to the melee if the defending cavalry was already adjacent to an enemy combat unit. Okay, so they weren't. Okay. But he is up a slope, so that's going to be a +1. There is no opportune fire. Or even a charge or anything like that. But he's not going to charge. He's going to get blasted by everybody around him. So what we have is we've got a total of 18 against 6. That's 3 to 1. Quality factor is 9 against 10. That's going to be a +1. Slope is a +1. 3 to 1 is a -3. So now we're at a -1. So we're just going to be a -1. Okay, -1. I rolled a 7, becomes a 6, which is a quality check. They've got a 10. They passed an 8, so. Okay, so nothing happened there. That's his second activation. All right, didn't use my little blocks. Okay, so now we go back to the coalition. And I think we're going to try Kutuzov. See how far away are these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he's out of range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, both of those guys are in range. So Kutuzov. Okay, so Kutuzov, he can't reach these guys. They're out of range. But these 2 guys he can activate or try to rally. So he's going to try to rally, and then he'll move. I'm going to have him move back if necessary. So, oops. Okay, so this is going to be his second activation. Okay, so we'll start with this stack here. So I roll. I got a 10. That's nobody's gonna rally with that. Okay, now over here, what I roll? Another 10. So nobody rallied with that. Okay. So now Kutuzov is going to move back here. A lot of these units could probably possibly get off the map. Maybe not. Okay, so he's going to move to there. And that's his second activation. So, okay, so now we go back. We got, see, Davu's back down there. Telnitz and Sokolnitz. I've got lawns. Yeah. Tell you what, Constantine hasn't even gone yet. Neither has Morale. Oh. Okay, we're going to try to activate Morale, who's right here, his replacement. We got a 7. And we got a 7. Now I do have to roll for end of turn. I didn't do that the last 2, so let's roll for that. Okay, I didn't roll down. Let's see, where did I not do it? I rolled the Napoleons, but I didn't roll his or someone else here. Who got, who did I just recently do something with? Okay, well, I'll just roll anyways. Okay, so it's a 7, an 8, one more, 7, okay. All right, so I passed for Morale, okay. And I don't have any, I don't have any firing that I want to do. What I want to do is I want to move to fire. So let's see, where is here it is. I was here, so I could move across. Really, I gotta stop right there. These guys would go to there. Okay, so I just moved. I'm not actually firing or anything, so nothing really going on there. Just some movement. That's his first activation. So now we come back to the coalition, and I think I need to do something down here with Prezibal. Presbus off. And let's see, he's got a 7. I rolled an 8, so he can't go with him. See, all the Kenmeyers were routing. Except for these guys. Okay, let's try to rally with some units down here where Buxhausen's at. Okay. Right there. He's got a 6. I rolled a 9, so I can't do him. Oops. Someone else. Let's go with Alexander. I rolled a 9. I can't activate him. Oh, excuse me. Well, I can come back with Lingeron. I guess that's what I'll do. Or try to. I think he's got an 8. So let's take a look here. We'll try right here. Lingeron. He's got an 8. Let's see what we can roll. Oh, got a 6. Okay, so we can flip this over. And then we can do something here. So one thing I want to do is I want to fire with this unit. So there, I guess we'll go right here. And see what else we got. Can't. Okay, this guy's in the open. Okay, so it's 4. It's 2 X's away. It's just straight up. I rolled an 8. No effect. Okay. We're going to fire with this guy. Right there. Okay. So that's going to be 1, 2, that's 3 hexes away. That's going to be +1. Coalition firing, 3 or 4 hexes +1, so that's now +2. Let's see, slope. Fire on lower elevation. Yes, that's a +1. So +3. I'd have to roll like ones. Okay, I rolled a 9, it becomes a 12. So that's no effect on that. And let's see here. Do I want to fire? Sure, I can fire from this with this light infantry guy. He can fire right here. He's firing up a slope. But he's light infantry, so it'd just be even. 8, no effect. It's a fact I got this +3 marker. Okay, so that's all of the firing. All right, so now let's move some units. Okay, these guys are moving right there. Let's see what we got here. These guys are moving there. He moves to there. One. Oh no, that's the first column. 2, 3, that. 1, 2, 2, 2, so that's the second activation. Okay, so let's move this. Don't need this. Or that. Or that anymore. We've got an attack here and an attack there, like we had before. Okay. All right, so this light infantry unit is firing at this stack here. So light infantry, but they only got a 3. So less than 4 strength points, +1, light infantry -1. So it's even. I roll a 10, that's no effect.
Okay, so here to here.
They have at least four strength points, so it's going to be a -1. 11, 10, north.
No effect there. Okay, so we're going to do the melee here first. So they're attacking this guy. Alright, so we've got a total of 28 to 3. Oops. 28 to 3. It's almost 10 to 1. Oh man, that's going to be off the charts. It's going to be 5 to 1. That's -5. It's just going to be -5. Rolled an 8. No, rolled a 6, right? So that's going to be less than a 1. So this unit's going to be destroyed, captured, whatever. And I can move one unit in. So we're going to move that unit in. So now we're going to go over here to this side. Tire courses. The Voos. Okay, they're up a slope. Let's see, that's definitely a slope. That's a steep slope. Right? That's not just a regular slope. Right? It looks like it's steep. Yeah. Steep slope +2. Okay, so we've got 11 against 18. 7, yeah, that would be 3 to 2. So that's -1. And then we've got quality factor of 8 to 7, that's -2. So now we're at even. So it's even. I rolled an 11. Okay, so that's not good. Possible flag capture or leader loss. Okay, so they all take a loss. So everybody flips. One of them is gone. Panagoria is gone. Panagoria A or B is gone. And then, so okay. All right. Quality check +1. So they got a 7. I rolled a 5, becomes a 6. They're okay there. So didn't realize that was a steep, but Davo's troops held. on the steep slope area anyways. Okay. So that's all of that. All right, let's roll 3 in the turn. No, I rolled a 5. Now, I could come back with Devu. He's not able. He's not able to use. He can change the order, but he's not. He can't act like the commander. So okay, wait a minute now. I got the rally alternate option. This option can be chosen instead of the current geographic defense, no order status. It is an option freely exercised at the player's discretion when the formation is activated. In this case, the current order is not applied, but the order chit remains in the place for future activations. So, Devu is going to use that. He's going to try at least to use it. So, I didn't realize he could actually do that. So I was thinking, well, he can't try to rally any of his troops. Okay, so he's going to try to rally these guys that are within command range. So those units there. But I got to roll his activation first. I rolled a 6. He's got a 10, so he passes. So this is his activation. He wants to try to rally these guys. So that's what we're going to try to do. Okay, those guys right there. Rolled a 10. Okay, none of them are going to rally. All right, these guys here. I rolled an 8. I don't think any of them have an 8. That's only one. Okay, so they didn't. All right, now these guys. I rolled a 4. So I think all of these guys are going to rally. Yep. So those rallied. And Devu, I can actually move. But you know what? I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. I don't see if it allows me to move anybody else. I don't. Okay. Okay, non-rally units cannot move more than 1 hex, nor engage in melee combat or fire combat. So they could move. I could move the non-guys. I could move them 1 hex. So they could actually disengage. Like these guys could fall back to here. That guy could go to there. Guys could all go to there. Oops. Shoot. That's what we do. Routed a few. Okay, roll for end of turn. 7, so no end of turn. All right, so what we got down here? I can try to do him again to rally some of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try Alexander here. Okay. Let's try to roll him. Got a 3. All right, so he's going to try to rally. 6. So we can actually rally this guy here too. Okay, so let's try those guys first. I rolled a 7. Okay, so the top guy doesn't rally, but the bottom guy does. Okay. Let's try this guy. He's got a 5. I rolled a 10, so he doesn't. Now we can come up to this guy, or these guys. Okay, let's see what they got. Oh, a 9. 1 shy, really, for the top guy. Okay, so no effect there. Okay, so now Alexander can move. You don't want to move up there. He's going to move over here with Previsol. Actually, so he moves right there. Okay. Roll for end of turn. 5, so no end of turn. Okay, so can't do Devu, that's out of the picture. I've pretty much got, Napoleon can't do anything. I've got Lons up here. I've got let's move this over here. Let's go in here in the middle. Let's try to activate Bernadotte or Marat. Marat would just be using the artillery there. Bernadotte, I've got quite a bit of units there. These guys aren't in the fight. How come they're not up there? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I could easily go to there. Okay, let's try Bernadotte. Let's try to activate Bernadotte. He's an 8. Rolled a 7, so he can activate. Okay, so turn that over. Okay, let's pull back just a little bit. Okay, we're going to do, we're going to fire with this unit. And we're going to fire right there. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. Tell you what, yeah, ain't going to matter. The only way is to fire both them together. I'd rather fire separate. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. 3 or 4 hexes away is a +1. for all. So that's a +1, plus less than 4 firing, so that's a +2, +1 is a +2. So we got to go, we got a +2. 5 becomes 7. That's a quality check. And they've got an 8. So they're going to roll, and they've got a 5, so they passed. Okay, so we've got to put a fire marker here. And now we're going to go with a different target. We're going to fire here. 2, 3. So that's just going to be a +1. And a roll to 5 becomes a 6. That's a quality check. And they've actually got a 6. 4, that passed. So nothing good going there. Oh, I got an artillery there piece that's just sitting there. Okay, so these guys want to hit just this guy here if they can. So, yeah. They go to there. These guys are going to go there. This guy's going to go there. These guys are going to move up. These 2 guys are going to move up. So they're a little closer next time. Let's see here, we've got these guys can all move up. It's 94th line, where does he go? Where does he belong to? The 8th line. We'll have those guys go there. And all these guys will just move up. 3. That. Let's see. Okay. So we've got that right there. So the only we don't have opportunity fire. We have defensive fire, which is going to be that unit. Okay. So he gets a -1 because he's adjacent. So -1 adjacent. Roll to 5 becomes a 4. That's going to be a step. So bam, top guy, and it's a quality check. So this guy was the one firing, and so they got a quality check of +1. It was a 6, 8, 9. Ouch. That's a rout. Okay, so we got a rout. 3. They route through these guys. They've got a 7, 11. Wow. So we got another group that routes. Okay, so we can just take this off, that off. So that wasn't successful. In the turn, shoot. No, I can't get to it. Oh, I rolled a 9. That's not enough. Okay. So Bernadotte was unsuccessful. So Constantine hasn't activated yet. I'm trying to think what, yeah, he has, Krug here. So that's actually, I'm pretty sure he's got Krug. Yeah, he's at Krug. So he really can't move much further. He's got 1, 2, 3. He can move up to here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 is as far as this. So they can only move to those 2 spots. Of course, our cavalry could go a little bit further than that. I believe cavalry, I think they've got a little bit more play than that. I think it's, let's see what it says here. Which they can do independent moves. So they could do an independent move if I wanted to. So let's go with Constantine. Let's see if he can activate. He's got an 8. And I rolled a 6, so he can activate. Okay, so he's going to activate. Let's just put it right there. Okay, so, firing. We've got this unit here, this unit. This unit needs to get in a position to fire. It needs to be moved over to here. What's this guy got? I probably got another one right here. No. Nope. Oh, I do have back here, though. I got 2. Oh, the big one right there. So, let's see here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So we're going to fire here. And he's going to fire at this target right there. And that's just going to be straight even. He's only 2 hexes away. An 8 is going to be no effect. No effect with an 8. Sorry for the jiggling of the camera. It's the, I'm going to try I'm connected to the table and I'm jiggling the table. So it's moving the camera. All right, so that was ineffective. So now we go to the next one, right here. Okay, same thing. I rolled a 3. There's going to be some damage. Okay, it's a step loss to the infantry underneath. And a quality check. +2. Okay. So they're going to route. Okay. I guess I got to check to see about that artillery piece. Okay, they held. They don't lose any of their guns. 3. Okay. So that was good. Okay, the other artillery I can't use right now. I'm needing to bring it up. Okay, so let's see here. Here is the thing. So 2, 3. He's got 3 left. He would have 4. Alright, so he's going to go there. These 2 guys have to go, well, independent move. I'll roll for that. We're going to roll independent move for these guys. Okay, here. Let's see, both these guns. Well, yeah. Let's see, cavalry prepared attack. Right there. He's going to be the lead unit. What we got here? Okay, so we moved those. So yeah, this is his first activation. Okay, now I'm going to roll for the activation, independent move. Okay, and they are going to move there. And they, let's see here. Yeah, cover, prepared attack. Right there. Okay, so we do our melee things. Okay, so those guys are going to attack there. These guys are attacking there. And then here and here. The reason I can move those horse artillery, this horse artillery in there next to the French units, their combat units, is because I have combat units moving in with it. So, okay. I can remove these fired markers from here. Move this, move that. Okay, so this artillery unit is going to fire here. Okay, so that's close range, so that's plus -1. So I rolled a 6, becomes a 5. Okay, that's a step loss from these guys. And it won't be the artillery unit. It's going to be this prepared cavalry unit on the top. So he's going to drop down. Okay, so I've got to roll against his quality factor. He is an 8. Rolled a 9. So they've got to retreat. And in doing so, this cavalry unit loses a step. Just like that. Okay. Now this unit is firing here. And that's just straight up even. Oops. 10, no effect. Here is going to be artillery, -1, +1. Adjacent is -1. Strength is, because I don't think there's another. Yeah, there's not another artillery unit there. So 10 is no effect. Okay. All right, so let's start over here first. So here's our attackers against our defenders. So we've got a 5 and a 6. We've got these guys are a prepared attack. So we got an 11 versus 5. That's 2 to 1. Quality factor is -2. They are, see, they're out in the open. I gotta look that up. See, that's where I wish they would have put all of the die roll modifiers on the chart, because they're not all on there. You're dealing with cavalry units. Okay. Okay, so the cavalry, let's see, this is under 17.7. I know I've gone over this at least once in an earlier video, but okay, in a cavalry flanking attack, the cavalry SIPs are doubled for the size, die roll modifier. Cavalry flank attack is achieved when a lead cavalry unit attacks in melee combat a lead infantry unit in a clear terrain, which that's what we have. And so they're not already beside an enemy unit, so A doesn't apply, and B doesn't apply because they're still not adjacent at the time of the melee, but they're not in defense order. There's a +1 die roll modifier to defensive fire versus a lead cavalry unit performing a flank attack. So I didn't add that in. That would have probably changed the die roll to just a 6. which still would have been a quality check. So I missed that one, but oh well. I should have got that. So that was my mistake. See, it's nice to have that. It would be nice to have all of that on the chart, but it's not there. So you have to go back into the rule book to find that. Okay, so this was 11. Now we're at 22, which puts it at 4-1. It's actually, they're going to be 5-1. I mean, it's going to be minus five on the die roll because of that. So it's going to be -5. And I rolled a 5. That's a 0. So let's see. That's going to be 2. Okay, everybody's reduced. And the infantry is already reduced, and the artillery unit, horse artillery unit, is going to be reduced on the retreat. So that takes care of both of them. And these guys move in to that hex. So really, this unit here shouldn't have lost. That top unit. Shouldn't have lost anything. It should have just been a quality check, but it's okay. I'll leave it like it is. See, this is 1 and 2. Okay, so that is really hurt. Bernadote's forces there. Okay, so now let's move on to the next one. I can move that off. So now we're going with this one here against this one. Okay, and what we have here is we've got the lead unit there. So we've got just like that. The guard units here are at 15, 13. That's 22 to 15. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to be 2 to 3, which is +1. Quality factor is a -2. So now we're at -1. And that's where we're at. So we rolled a -1 on that one. 9 becomes an 8. Quality factor for the attackers. And they've got a 10 and rolled a 5. So, okay, we can take that back. So these guys stay like that. We go like that, and now we move to this melee right there. And this is who we're attacking. Okay, so they've got 19. That's what they've got. Attacking with 19. Artillery doesn't count. So we've got 6 and 6 and 8. So we've got 20. 19. So we're going to round that in the defender's favor. So that's 2 to 3. So that's going to be a +1. Quality factor 10 to 8 is -2. So a -1 is what we're going to have. -1. Rolled a 7 becomes a 6. Quality factor check on the defenders. And I rolled a 9. So they are going to retreat. And that forces this artillery unit to be lost. And I could move in there with one unit, but I'm not going to. Okay. So Lawns loses this artillery unit. I think it's that one. All right. So that's Constantine's first activation. Let's roll to see if that's the end of turn. Nope, roll to 5. All right. So it goes back to the coalition. Salt. I got Salt to deal with. I've got Marat. I've got Lawns hasn't activated yet. Going to say that's pretty close to being overstacked. Let's go with Lawns up here at the top. Okay. He's right here. So let's roll. He's a 9, and I rolled a 10, so I can't do him. How about that? Okay, put that back. I could try Marat again. Let's go down here to Salt. Let's try him. Right here. He's got a 9. 9. Okay, so he's going to have his second activation. Okay. This unit down here, those 2 guys down there are out of command. Everybody else, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's not their objective. Their objective is right here. So let's see. This guy's a little further out of his objective. He's going to have to move back. Or he could do an independent command, which I might do. I could do that over here too. Try to do several independent commands here. First thing we want to do, this unit here is going to fire right there. Okay, so let's pull in a little tighter here. Okay, so I'm going to do infantry fire, offensive fire, right here against this horse artillery. I mean, this cavalry. So light infantry gets a -1. 9 becomes 8. No effect. Let me check that. I've been looking at other rules for different things. I was going to see when you're firing. I think you can only fire at a unit can only be fired at once. So a target cannot be fired at more than once per fire segment as long as it remains in the same hex. So I can't fire at that hex again. Even if I wanted to. So now I can fire with this. But I want to be able to move these guys. So I guess that's no. Well, let's see what we got here. This guy could fire with him. Let's see, fire here to there. So from here to there, that's 3. So that's going to be +1 for range. +1 because there's only 2 strength points fired. So that's going to be +2. And I rolled a 6. Becomes an 8. That's going to be no effect. Okay. So, okay, so that takes care of that. Well, let's see here. I can fire. Let's move this over here a little bit. I've got so many units here. This guy can fire here. Firing at first artillery alone is a +1. Range is +1, so that's +2. Rolled an 8. So I want that one. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, so let's do our movement. This guy's going to move back to here. I guess with both of those guys, we'll just leave them there. Leave them there. This guy gonna move to there. I think I'll do an independent move with those guys. 3. Well, some of them. Let's see. I have to roll. Okay, so before I move this guy, I'll move these guys. Now, if I do this, and let's see here. Shoot. Okay. That's just a regular slope. Cavalry is 2. So they're here. So they do a prepared attack. That's going to be 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. They're able to go there. Now these guys, they can't do, what is it? They can't do a, let's see. They can't go, I can't even see where I'm at. Okay. So what I did was I was moving these cavalry units here, they come from there. I did a prepared attack, allowed them to have 4 movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It costs 2. Okay. So we go over to we'll do countercharge. When activated cavalry moves into the zoc of an unactive cavalry unit that is not yet adjacent to an enemy combat unit, the non-active cavalry may immediately countercharge those units in the just entered hex. Okay, so that allows, by me moving the cavalry in there, that allows them to countercharge. And they are going to be 16 against 12. So yeah, they want to do that. So we're going to have a cavalry charge. This artillery unit would stay put. Okay, so that's going to be 16. That's a prepared. So 16 against, what I say, 12? 16 to 12. That's only 4. That's not a half. Okay, so we're looking at 1 to 1 with that. Quality factor 10 to 9, so that's going to be a -1. -1. And we got a 4 becomes a 3. So it's going to be, these guys are going to have to lose. Everybody's going to lose 1. And it becomes a 7 now. Okay. I rolled a 9, 10. That's going to be a rout. So these guys are routing. And these guys would move into that hex. No pursuit, but they move into that hex. Okay. So now we move some of these other guys. For example, this guy. 1, 2, 3. And this guy now moves. And he would just join these guys. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He wouldn't be able to move up there. But he could move to right there. Okay. And let's see. Well, maybe he has to roll when he retreats. I think maybe he does. Let's see if that horse artillery unit has to, I think he does have to, yeah. Well, before combat. So yeah, I'd have to roll, let's see, because he was retreating. I've got to roll. He's got a 6. I rolled a 4. He's fine. So this unit moves here now. They can retreat again. And they do. Well, I guess I could I can also wait there and countercharge. But let's just drop back to there. But I have to roll for that artillery piece. I rolled a 6, so it's okay. Alright, so that guy's moved. That guy's gonna go to there. To attack that. It's down there. This unit was here. He moves to there to attack that artillery unit. This guy is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and join those guys. And of course, let's see. This unit here is going to roll for independent movement. And he didn't pass, but he can move 1 hex. So he's going to move to there. And then I've got this guy down here. Roll for independent move. I rolled a 4. He can perform his independent move. And they're going to go to there to attack this guy. So, got that. And then all of these guys right here in the middle are attacking that unit. And let's see, I can move this guy in there. Oops. Like so. So then we would go down to there, and we've got this unit firing against that unit. Just infantry, straight up. I rolled a 7. That's no effect. And then here to here, that's artillery. It's going to be a -1. 11, no effect there. And cavalry unit really doesn't have much to do there. So nothing there. All right. So let's start down here. Okay, so we've got 7 and 5 is 12. here we've got 15. So that's 2 to 3 plus 1. Quality factor 8 to 7 is -1, so we're at 0. And roll a 4. There's going to be just reduce. These guys all get reduced. Okay. Okay, this guy is attacking this artillery unit. So we are at -5. And he's going to be eliminated. He's right here. I rolled, that's going to be a R plus the quality check +2. I guess I still got to roll. Maybe he can save himself. So he rolled a 6 plus is an 8. And that's going to be, yeah, so he's going to be captured. And he can move in there, and he does. Okay, now let's move over here to the surrounded cavalry unit. Let's move that up. It's going to be 5 to 1. Salt's going to add 1. I can pick pretty much any. This would be the lead unit. So it's going to be -5. He's surrounded, all that. So we got a 7 becomes a 2, and he's eliminated. Oh, that's yeah, Liechtenstein's unit. No salt in there, I guess. Okay. So there's his activation. Let's roll for end of turn. And I rolled a 6, so no end of turn. We've been going at this for 2 hours now. And we haven't rolled for the end of turn mechanic. So, so let's see, it's the coalition's activation. Let's roll for Liechtenstein. Who's right here? Let's see if he can't rally some of his troops. I have rolled a 10, so I can't use him. Who else do I got? I got Buxhausen down here. He's right here. He's a 6. I rolled a 3, so we'll go with him. Okay. So here he is. Where he's at? Oh, shoot. Keep moving the map. Okay. All right, so here he is. We can reach this guy. So he's right there. We're gonna flip that over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we can try to rally him. Okay. All right. 10. He doesn't rally. We can try to rally him. I'm trying to think. This guy's got some that need to rally. I can roll for them too. Okay, this guy's got a 5. Okay, he doesn't. Okay, let's come over here where Ken Meyer's at. These guys. I rolled an 8. Nope. They don't rally. So this guy, 11. So nope. He don't rally either. So that's all of that. Jeez. Okay, let's roll for end of turn. I rolled a 9, so that didn't happen. Okay, so Salt's already gone. I've got Lawns up there. I've got Morale. Shoot. Okay. Oops. Vejdovsky got all the guys routing. I want to go with Lawns over here. So I want to try to activate he's got quite a few. Let's see, I think they're all his. He's got quite a few here routing. I think he's going to spend an activation doing that route, trying to rally units. So let's see if he can activate. So I'm trying to activate lawn right there. Lawns. 9. Okay, so he can activate. And what he's going to do is he's going to, of course he can't do those. That's not his. But there's 4 stacks here, and that's how many he can try to rally. So he's going to try to rally. We're going to start with this guy here, who's a 6. All right. And I rolled a 5, so he rallied. All right. We go to the next stack, which is just 1 unit right there. That's an 8. I rolled a 6, so they rally. Okay, so then we go to the stack right here. I got a 9. I don't think anybody there's going to rally. No. Okay. And there we got a 7. Lons is with him, so a -1. And I rolled a 4, so they're going to rally. So all right, so he got some of his units back. So that was worthwhile doing that rally for the next turn. So roll for end of turn. 7. Okay. I guess I'm going to try to do bagration. He's gonna try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can't get to these guys. He can get to these 2 guys. So he's gonna try to rally. Bagration is going to use his activation if he can roll. If he can roll it. Okay, a 3. So he activates, and he's going to try to. So that's it. There he is. We're going to try to rally this guy or those guys. Rolled a 3. Nobody's going to rally there. Here. Seven. So the top guy rallies, the bottom doesn't. So I got part of that back. Okay, so that's his second activation, but I can move, units can move 1 hex. So move that guy there. Yeah, this guy's gonna move here. This guy moves here. Okay, so he's finished. In a turn, I just rolled a 7. That's not high enough. Well, let's go down here to present. No, it's the the French activation. I guess we'll do Marat. That's we got Marat, and that's about it. That and yeah, he's got a 7. I rolled a 7. Okay, so we can activate here. I don't think we really want to do anything. We're going to fire with these guys. That's about the only thing we're going to do. This one and this one are going to fire together to make 4 against this unit here. So that's just going to be straight up. Oh, we rolled a 2. Double 1s. That's 2 steps. So, what do we got here? Both of these units flip. And that's a quality check plus, what, plus 2? Yeah. So that's 9, 10, 11. So that's going to be a retreat. So, and let's see, artillery, I believe, oh, I don't think it's a roll, I think it's just a loss. If a stack routes, every artillery unit in the stack immediately loses 1 additional step each if they are still with 1 accompanying infantry or cavalry unit or not adjacent to enemy stack. If only artillery units are in the hex and route while adjacent enemy combat units, they are automatically eliminated. So that means they are going to lose a step. And they're routing. So that's 1, 2, 3. And let's see. Here's his 1, 2, 3. So let's see here. Yeah, that guy would move up. See what we got here. 4. That's, and then 6 more. That's 10. Yep. So most you can have in a stack is 5. And then Well, we can put the other ones right here. Well, we'll put them right there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I don't know if you saw that. Right here. Okay. I just moved this cavalry unit, stacked them in there. End of turn. 9, so no end of turn yet. Okay, so Colerath. What's he doing? So yeah, try to activate Colerath. I rolled a 9, so he can't activate. Try to activate Liechtenstein, and he can try to rally his troops down here. He needs to do that. He's an 8. Rolled a 9, so I can't do him. Let's see, Kenmire. He can't do anything about that, but he's got these other units here. So let's go down here and look at Kenmire. Okay, here's Kenmire. He's a 7. I rolled a 3, so okay, he's going to activate. So let's go down here close to him. Oops. Sorry. All right, let's get that out of the way. Okay. So he's activating for the first time. So just so you know where he's at, there he is. He's got these routed units underneath him, but he's got 2 units back here that are going to move up there to him, and they can use this road here. So we'll just move 4. We're just moving downhill. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he can move over to join them. And that's all of his movement. That's all he's got left. He might have, let's see if this is his. No. He's advanced guard. So wherever he's at, he's lost most of his units. Yeah, he's only got 1, 2, 4 units left. End of turn. 10. I think I have to roll higher than 10 because that's the number. It has to be higher. So the die roll has to be higher, and it wasn't. All right, so the only units that the French have, Bessiers, and they would just all have to move on independent commands. And so I'm just going to pass. So they're just going to pass. So let's try to do, we'll try this guy here, Doctoroff. He can try to consolidate, move his artillery, whatever. And his trying to think, where is his well, I guess his is right here. Yeah. So he can actually move to attack here. Possibly the flank there. That's not his. Okay. So let's try to activate Dr. off. I rolled a 2. So, okay. So he's going to be able to activate. And he's not worried about that. So do we have any firing that we want to do? I don't think so. It looks like a steep slope. So what we want to do is we just want to move. Okay, just going to flip this over. And this unit 1, 2, move to right there. Let's see, 1, 2. I could actually, no, he can't move there. Okay. And then here, oh wow, sorry, man, I hit that hard. Okay, the steep slope. Artillery can't use. Okay, +2 to move up. He's not moving up, he's moving down. So, what do we got here? Okay, these guys are going to have to hold their ground because we got these routed units back here. We don't want them to have access to those routed units. What is this? What is it? Orchard stuff? Again, that's going down. Or it's woods. Let's see, what is that? That's got to be woods. Yeah, that looks like woods. Right? Yeah. So that's cost 2. Okay. So that would be 1, 2, 3. Okay. This guy would go there. What do we got here? We can't go up that steep slope. This guy is going to move to there. Who else is in here? You know, I can't move that. Well, they could have. I don't know if I got them in there because of that. This guy. Okay. 1, 2. Well, I'll move him later. There's 2 of them there. 1, 2, 3. So put him there. One. I don't think he's got enough. Yeah. This guy could move up to join him. That guy's going to join there. There. Dr. Roth is going to move to there. This guy. Those guys were there, but I don't know how they got there. 1, 2. I don't think I can have that many in there. See, that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 24. No, that's too much. He'd have to be there, or, so that's 12. He could be here. So this guy was here. 1, 2, 3, I guess. That's where we're going to be. All right, so we're going to have 2 units there. They're going to be meleeing right there. Like I said, they can't. Can't retreat. So let's see if I can have them. They all have to attack the same target. So let's see. That's going to be counter charge. First, I guess. Okay. Okay, verse adjacent activated units. Okay. Okay, so only one counter charge can be launched from a single hex. So they all got to attack one hex. So, all right, they're attacked from 2 different places though. So they're going to attack this unit. Okay, so that's 6, 7. But it's going to be doubled because these guys are, it's called like a flanking attack. So they're doubled. So that's 6. Six, 7, that's 14 to 8. It's almost 2 to 1. So it's not going to be 2 to 1. He doesn't get the defensive fire or any of that. So quality factor is 8 to 6. It's -1 plus quality factor minus 2 more is -3. Okay, -3. I rolled, what is that, 8? That becomes 5. So that's going to be a quality factor check -1. Or +1. 8, 9. So that means he's routing. So they would go to there, which I guess means now our guy's attacking here. All right, so that's going to be, that's 4. Like I said, that's 7. So I don't know. I don't know if that. Let's see what it says. I don't know what. Okay, so the contract's executed, okay. There's no defensive fire, no enemy operative fire. All completely applied on the counter units commanders, okay. Emotional single hex. They don't get to pursue. There's no pursuit. I don't know if they can attack again. They can't be attacked. I think they could be attacked. It's just, okay, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so like I said, that's 4 against 7. He's 7 to 8. That's going to be +2. All right, so that's 4, 5, 6. Quality check. And he's got 8. And we rolled a 12. So he is going to rout. Those guys are routing. So this guy's here. I do have I could route that way here. Just do it like that, because then these guys can move into there. All right. Okay, so that's his second activation. Roll. We're in a turn. Oh, 11. So we got an end of turn. So now we go to the last end of turn. So if I roll a higher than a 9 on the rest of them, that'd be the end of the turn. Okay. So coalition, they pass. So they roll. I didn't do that a while ago. And I got an 8. Okay, so we're still going here. And I want to go with Colorado. He hasn't had his second activation. And he wants to fire his artillery at least. So he's a 7. Where's he at? He's right here. Where's Mother Green? There he is. Like, where's Mother Green dice? Where that guy was at. Okay. Or dice. Block. All right, so I got a 5, so he gets to activate. Okay, so flip that over. So he's going to activate. And we want to do artillery fire. So we're going to start with this unit. And he's firing right here. So that's 5. It's just 2 hexes, so that's going to be no die roll modifiers. I rolled an 8. Is no effect. But I have to put this fire marker. Okay, then we go to the next one. And he's just moving down the line here. He's going to fire there. And same thing. Just going to be... okay, no plus or minus. We rolled a 3. That's a step loss. Top unit. And a +2 on the quality check. 9, 10. They're going to rout all of them. All right, next, this guy is firing at this stack. And that's just 2, range of 2, so no effect. 6 is a quality check. I rolled an 8. Good leader. Okay, so the guy has an 8, so they're okay. They're not going anywhere. Okay. Then we're going to fire there. Put another one of these up. Rolled an 8. No effect. This guy is firing here, and he's a 15. So that means we got a -1. So 7 becomes 6. It's a quality check. 6. Sure they're higher than that. Yep, 8. No effect there. Flip that over. We've got this guy. And he's going to fire here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's going to end up being a +2 because coalition have to add 1 for 3 or 4 range, plus it's just normal 3 or 4 range. So 8, 10, 12. So that doesn't help. This guy's here. Okay, he's out, so he can't fire. He needs to get where he can fire. Okay, so basically, let's see, what do we got here? What's this? Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to move these guys 2 to there. This guy. These guys are going to move to there. And that's all we wanted to do. We just wanted to fire our artillery. Let's see here. We could probably put, that would be, what, 16 and 9. But what good does it do you to have that much artillery? Unless you're firing to get the bonus, you'd have to fire like, okay, that one and this one and this one. Okay, we'll do it. Put it up there. Okay. Okay, roll for end of turn. And I rolled an 11. Okay, so that ends. The only really thing you could have is I could have best years up there perform. Let's see what it's called. Strategic movement. Any officer not activated twice can move together with any of his units that are within command range. The formation's current orders must be observed. Okay. So he doesn't have any orders, so he can't move. He can't do independent. There's no independent, so. And you can't be within, what, 4 hexes, I think, of enemy units. Well, that's pretty much everybody's within 4 hexes. So, or everybody except for best years, we're going to have routing movements. What we're going to have, yeah, 4 hexes. So So we're going to have route movement. Okay, so let's pull back. And it's not really necessary for me to show you all of the route movement. I mean, unless it's like somebody going to route off the map. And we might have that over here. Let's take a look. Okay, so here, you've got these units here. They're stacked with Kutuzov. Okay, we've got, let's see, okay, 2. So they can move 2. So even if we moved the road movement, we'd go 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course, Kutuzov can move with them. So we don't need that anymore. Okay, this routed unit. Six, 7, 8. He routed off. Okay, so this who's Pavlog, right wing. Who's Pavlog? I'm gonna have to put him upside down. Let's see here. Okay, got to move these activation markers all over the place. So there's several of these coalition units that didn't get their full activations. There's not usually that much stacking. Usually not. Okay, so now I gotta move, we've got, back here we've got Lawrence. It has some units that have to be routed. 5, 6. I'm gonna run for it. These guys here. Let's see, there are 3. 1, 2, 3. Bernadette, 4. 4. Snort. The other is artillery. 2, 4. Just off 4. 4, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Let's see if they're moving just on the road. They don't get double. They get just an extra 2 or something. Let's see. Yeah, 2 extra hexes. This guy's off, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's almost off. These guys are 1, 4, 6. Yeah, I think you saw all that. 5. So 5. So you have to stop there. These guys. 3 or 2. Okay, so 2 didn't move very far. right here. 6, 6, 6. Let's see. 6. This guy. 6. 6. This guy here. 2. I've got, oops. So, that's running. These guys. 1, 2, 3. This guy. 20. Eight. These guys. 2. 6. What's this guy? 3. 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I think that takes care of all the routing units. Yeah. Let's get all these activation markers off. Let's move this down some out of the way. Okay, let's take our. Okay, let's pull back here a little bit. Okay, so we got Kutuzov over here. He's going to try to rally those units before they get off the map on the next turn. So we're actually going to the 12 o'clock turn next. So, as you can see, Lons and Drak, okay, are trying to work together there to turn Bagration's flank, his right flank. Constantine is making a push in the center here. Kolorad is holding his position at Blazowitz. Bernadotte, he should have probably went with these guys. Has basically been routed. He's only got these units right here. The rest of his men, his corps, is retreating. And Marat is wounded. So his leader's kind of indecisive. Here near Protzenberg Heights, Sold has basically split the coalition into two pieces. You got Colerath, Bagration, and Constantine, and then you have Liechtenstein's pretty much been annihilated, and then you've got Presbyshall down there around Koblenitz, and got the left wing. There's Doctoroff, you got Lingeren, Kenmeier's pretty much almost out of the picture. Boxhausen, who's basically only good for trying to rally units, are trying to push Davout off the map here so they can take control of these precious flags. And they have. They've got Sokolnitz. They've got still got control of Telenus, even though they don't have any units there. But they've got all these flags down here, objective flags. So, that 1 o'clock turn is coming up. Just 2 more turns. And we got to count objective flags to see if we might have a winner. So that's what we're looking at. Davout is in a tight spot. He's outnumbered down here. Just look at the forces. He's kind of thin now. He lost his big portion of his cavalry there. Took off after they were cannonaded, bombarded. Salt's got to be able to maybe take care of Presbyshall, which means he's going to have to change his order. Going to have to do something. He's got to change his objective. Whether he pushes on to the Pressenberg Heights and takes that, or maybe has some independent orders for units to do that while he moves down to take Koblenitz back. That could be something he needs to do. Things don't look good. I think Napoleon is going to have to take the guard, and they're going to have to come down here and patch this hole that Constantine has pushed into that and Colerath with his bombardment there just recently. And that's a good place for maybe Colerath needs to go on the offensive. He's got to be able to change his orders and maybe push to Kowitz right here. Push for that flag. Gerzikowitz. So, all right, we'll see what happens. It's very interesting here. Things not actually going the way they did historically, with just a onslaught. Coalition's holding their own here around Blaswitz and even doing a good job down here against Davout. But not doing well at all right here. Liechtenstein got his butt kicked. So, all right. So that's all of this video here. Again, we've got Dr. Pepper and tap into our. There we go. And Testers as our sponsors. Check them out in the information below the video. There's links there for both. And again, this is Lee with 82 Gaming 12. And I appreciate all the subscribers, comments, likes. I hope you're enjoying the videos. I hope this gives you a good idea about this game series. I enjoy Napoleonic games, and this is I guess I don't know if I'd say easier. It's not as complicated because you're not worried about facing. You're not worried about line, column, road order, so forth and so on. You're not worried about having the counters turned a certain way. And which you can add the facing as a optional rule, but you don't need that. So it's a tactical, but it's not a grand tactical. Okay, maybe more of a strategic tactical game system. But you still have the three arms, and they still have their Napoleonic historical functions, and so I think you get a good feel for the strategy, tactics, and so forth involved in Napoleonic battles. And this is a grand battle. The components are excellent. The maps that they produce are very nice to look at. The counters are nice to look at. They're very functional. And the only real complaint that I have is not having all of the dice roll modifiers on the charts. So there was a few that were left off. So I'm having to go back to the book each time when that comes up, and sometimes I probably am missing that die roll modifier.